Welcome to Rescue, what it really means to save lives. First, thank you for wanting to be part of our rescue family. If you're watching this, it means you've chosen to spend your time helping dogs that need people more than anything. Rescue isn't just a job, it's a commitment to changing lives, one dog at a time. Before you start, we want you to understand not just what you'll be doing, but why we do it. Rescue is different. One of the most important things to understand is that rescue dogs are different. These aren't dogs that have simply ended up without a home. Every dog that comes through our doors has lived a different life, and many of those lives have been incredibly difficult. Some come from situations of abuse or neglect. Some have been abandoned by the only family they've ever known. Others are rescued from hoarding situations where they've lived among dozens, sometimes hundreds, of other animals with little human interaction. Some come from puppy mills where they were treated as a way to make money instead of being loved as companions. Others are owner surrenders, families facing difficult circumstances, or sometimes people who simply weren't prepared for the commitment of owning a dog. We also take in dogs from cruelty cases, dogs that have spent their entire lives chained outside, and dogs that have never experienced the comfort of living inside a home. Many have never known what being stable feels like. Some of these dogs have never slept on a soft bed. Some have never been inside a house. Some have never had someone gently pet them or speak to them with kindness. Others have been abused and hurt by the very people they trusted the most. Because of these experiences, they don't always know how to respond to us. A dog that growls may actually be terrified. A dog that hides may simply be overwhelmed. A dog that jumps, barks, or pulls on the leash isn't trying to be difficult. They're responding the only way they know how. It's important to remember that trauma doesn't always leave visible scars. Many of the wounds these dogs carry are emotional, and healing takes time. That's where you come in. Every calm interaction, every gentle voice, every clean kennel, every walk, every meal, and every moment of patience helps show these dogs that people can be safe again. You may not see the progress overnight, but every positive experience helps rebuild the trust that they've lost. Here at our rescue, we don't expect perfection from our dogs. We meet them where they are, we give them grace, and we celebrate every small step forward. That's what rescue is all about. Behavior isn't personality. This may be the most important lesson you'll learn while working in rescue. Every single day, you'll see dogs barking, growling, jumping, spinning in circles, refusing to walk, pulling on the leash, having accidents in their kennel, guarding food or toys, or reacting to people and other dogs. At first glance, those behaviors can seem frustrating or even intimidating. But here's what we want you to remember. Behavior is communication. Dogs don't have words to tell us they're scared, confused, anxious, or overwhelmed. Instead, they communicate through their behavior. And most of the behaviors you'll see in rescue are rooted in one thing: fear. Fear of people, fear of being left again, fear of loud noises, fear of unfamiliar environments, fear because they've learned that the world isn't always a safe place. Their behavior is simply the only language they have to tell us how they're feeling. Imagine, for a moment, that someone suddenly removed you from everything familiar. You're placed into a loud building full of strangers. There are unfamiliar smells everywhere. Dogs are barking all around you. People you've never met are walking past your room all day long. Your routine is gone. You don't know where your family is, if they're coming back, or what tomorrow will look like. Most of us would feel overwhelmed. Some people might become quiet and withdraw. Some might become anxious. Some might become frustrated or defensive. Dogs aren't any different. They simply express those emotions in ways that look different from ours. A barking dog isn't always being aggressive. A growling dog isn't always trying to bite. A dog that won't leave their kennel isn't being stubborn. A dog that's pulling on the leash may be overstimulated or trying to find safety. A dog that's spinning, pacing, or unable to settle may be carrying weeks, months, or even years of stress. A dog that guards their food may have experienced hunger and learned they had to protect every meal just to survive. These behaviors don't make them bad dogs. They're survival skills that once helped them cope with difficult situations. One of our jobs in rescue is learning to ask a different question instead of asking, "What is wrong with this dog?" That one change in perspective changes everything. It reminds us to lead with patience instead of frustration, with curiosity instead of judgment, with compassion instead of punishment. Over time, as these dogs begin to feel safe, you'll often watch those behaviors change. The dog that barked constantly may become calm. The dog that cowered in the back of the kennel may start wagging their tail when they see you. The dog that didn't trust anyone may eventually rest their head in your lap. That's when you'll realize something incredible. Their behavior was never their personality. It was simply their way of surviving until someone finally gave them a chance to heal. As part of our rescue family, you'll have the opportunity to be that person. Every interaction you have can help a dog learn not all humans are the same, that they are safe, and that they are finally home, even if only for a little while. Understanding kennel stress. Now that we've talked about trauma and behavior, let's talk about something every dog in rescue experiences: kennel stress. A kennel is one of the most stressful places a dog can be. Even the happiest, friendliest dog can struggle in a kennel environment. Imagine living in a place where it's loud almost all day. Dogs are barking around you. New people walk by constantly. Your routine changes. You don't know when you're going outside, when someone is coming to visit you, or if today will be the day your family comes back. That's a lot for any dog to process. Because of that, kennel stress can cause behaviors that you might never see once that dog leaves the shelter. A normally calm dog may become anxious. A friendly dog may bark nonstop. A playful dog may jump on the kennel door out of excitement. Some dogs become frustrated and start spinning, pacing, or even pulling on the leash. Others may seem reactive toward people or other dogs simply because they're overwhelmed. Some dogs shut down completely. They hide in the back of their kennel, avoid eye contact, refuse treats, or barely move at all. Others may seem depressed, they sleep more than usual, lose interest in food, or simply give up because they don't understand why they're there. These are all normal responses to an incredibly stressful environment. It doesn't mean they're bad dogs, it doesn't mean they're aggressive, and it certainly doesn't mean they'll always behave that way. One of the most amazing parts of rescue is watching what happens after a dog leaves the kennel. The dog that barked nonstop may become quiet and relaxed in a home. The dog that wouldn't come to the front of the kennel may become a confident, affectionate companion. The dog that seemed reactive may simply have needed peace, consistency, and a chance to decompress. We've seen it happen over and over again. That's why we ask every member of our team to remember this. Please don't judge a dog by the 5 minutes you see them inside a kennel. That isn't who they truly are. The kennel shows us how a dog is coping with stress, not who they are at their core. Every dog deserves the chance to show us who they are once they feel safe. As you work with our dogs each day, you'll have the opportunity to be a part of that transformation. Your calm presence, your patience, your consistency, your kindness help lower their stress and build their confidence. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give a rescue dog isn't fixing their problems. Sometimes it's simply helping them feel safe enough to be themselves. When we look beyond the kennel, beyond the barking, and beyond the fear, we began to see the dog that's been there all along, just waiting for someone to believe in them. Your job matters. At first, some of the work you'll do here may seem routine. You'll clean kennels, wash laundry, feed dogs, walk them, mop and sweep floors, clean food and water bowls, pick up poop, dump and refill water bowls. You'll do many of these things every single day. Sometimes it may feel like you're doing the same tasks over and over again, but we want you to know something. Nothing you do here is just a task. Everything you do matters. Every single responsibility has a purpose, and every single responsibility helps save lives. The kennel you clean isn't just about making things look nice. A clean kennel helps prevent the spread of illness and disease. It gives a dog a healthier, more comfortable place to rest. For many of them, it's the only space they have, and keeping it clean is one way we show them they matter. The laundry you wash isn't just another chore. Fresh blankets and clean bedding provide warmth, comfort, and security to dogs who may have never had those things before. The meal you prepare isn't just filling a bowl. For some dogs, it's the first dependable meal they've had. For others, it's the best part of their day, the one moment they know they can count on. The water you refill keeps them healthy. The poop you pick up helps keep their environment clean and safe. The floors you mop help protect every dog in our care from illness and infection. The walk you take isn't just exercise. It's a chance for a dog to stretch their legs, sniff the world, release stress, and enjoy a few moments outside of the kennel. Sometimes that walk is the highlight of their entire day. Never underestimate the impact of the little things. The dogs may not remember every kennel that was cleaned or every load of laundry that was folded, but they remember how people made them feel. They remember the person who spoke gently to them, the one who stopped to give them a scratch behind the ears, the one who took an extra minute to let them sniff the grass, the one who sat quietly beside them when they were scared. Those moments matter. Rescue isn't made of one big, heroic act. It's built on thousands of small acts of kindness repeated every single day by people who choose to care. Every clean kennel, every fresh bowl of water, every walk, every meal, every kind word, every gentle touch, every single thing you do is part of helping a dog heal, preparing them for a family, and giving them the best chance at a new life. You are not just cleaning. You are not just feeding. You are not just walking dogs. You are helping broken hearts learn to trust again, and that is work that truly matters. What we expect. Now that you've learned more about the dogs we care for, let's talk about what we expect from every member of our rescue team. Our expectations aren't just about getting the job done. They're about how we treat every dog, every person, and each other. The first thing we ask is simple. Be patient. Healing doesn't happen overnight. Some dogs will trust you immediately. Others may take days, weeks, or even months before they feel safe. And that's okay. Every dog moves at their own pace, and it's our job to meet them where they are. Be kind. Your tone of voice, your body language, and the way you interact with our dogs matter more than you may realize. A calm voice can comfort a frightened dog. A gentle touch can help rebuild trust. Sometimes the smallest act of kindness can make the biggest difference. Ask questions. No one expects you to know everything on your first day, or even your 100th day. If you're unsure about a dog, a procedure, or a situation, ask. We would always rather answer a question than have you guess. Learning is part of rescue, and we're here to support one another. Never punish a fearful dog. Remember what you've learned throughout this training. Fear is not disobedience. Fear is not stubbornness. Fear is communication. A dog that is scared isn't trying to give you a hard time. They're having a hard time. Punishing fear only creates more fear and damages the trust we're trying so hard to build. Instead, we respond with patience, consistency, and compassion. Move calmly. Dogs pay close attention to our energy. Moving too quickly, yelling, or becoming frustrated can increase their stress. Slow movements, quiet voices, and calm confidence help dogs feel more secure and make handling safer for everyone. Use positive reinforcement. We want our dogs to learn that good things happen when they're around people. Praise them, reward them, celebrate even the smallest successes. Whether it's taking a treat for the first time, walking through a doorway, or simply choosing to approach you. Every positive step deserves encouragement. Treat every dog as an individual. No two dogs are exactly alike. What works for one dog may not work for another. Take the time to learn each dog's personality, comfort level, and needs. Don't compare them to one another. Meet each dog where they are and help them move forward at their own pace. Work as a team. Rescue is never a one-person job. We rely on one another every day. Communicate with your teammates, share what you're seeing, ask for help when you need it, and be willing to help others when they need you. When we work together, our dogs receive the best possible care. And finally, safety always comes first. The safety of our dogs, our staff, our volunteers, our adopters, and yourself is always our highest priority. Never take unnecessary risks. If something doesn't feel right, stop and ask for help. If a dog is overwhelmed, give them space. If you're unsure how to handle a situation, let a team member know. There is never any shame in asking for assistance. The safest decision is almost always the best decision. At the end of the day, we don't expect perfection. We expect compassion. We expect patience. We expect kindness. We expect a willingness to learn. If you bring those things with you every day, you'll make an incredible difference, not only in the lives of our dogs, but in the lives of the people who will one day call them family. Rescue can be emotional. Before we finish, there's one more thing we want to prepare you for. Rescue isn't just hard work, it's emotional work. When you care deeply about animals, it's impossible not to become attached. These dogs become part of your day, part of your routine, and often part of your heart. There will be days that fill you with joy. You'll watch a frightened dog learn to trust. You'll see a tail wag for the very first time. You'll watch a dog leave with their forever family, knowing they'll never have to spend another night in a kennel. Those are the moments that remind us why we do this. But there will also be difficult days. Some dogs arrive with injuries that are too severe. Some have illnesses that can't be cured. Some have experienced unimaginable cruelty. Some cases will break your heart. And sometimes, despite every ounce of love, care, and medical attention we can possibly provide, a dog won't make it. Those moments are incredibly painful. There may be days when you cry, days when you question why the world can be so unfair, days when your heart feels heavy. If that happens, know that you're not alone. Everyone who works in rescue has felt those emotions. It's a sign that you care. The important thing is that we lean on one another. We talk, we support each other. We remember that no one carries this work alone. And in the middle of those hard days, there are also moments that feel nothing short of extraordinary. You'll watch the dog who wouldn't let anyone near them finally ask for a belly rub. You'll see the dog everyone overlooked walk out the front door with the perfect family. You'll witness scared dogs become confident, broken dogs become whole, and forgotten dogs become deeply loved companions. Those are the moments that stay with you forever. Rescue teaches us that hope is powerful. It reminds us that healing is possible, and it shows us that even the smallest act of kindness can completely change a life. So yes, rescue can be emotional, it can be exhausting, it can be heartbreaking, but it can also be joyful, inspiring, and incredibly rewarding. Because every dog who finds safety, every life that's saved, and every family that's made whole again is a reminder that this work matters. Rescue isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. Why we do it. By now, you've heard about the challenges of rescue. You've learned about trauma. You've learned why dogs behave the way they do. You've seen how stressful the kennel environment can be. And you've learned how the little things you do every day make a big difference. So why do we do it? Because every dog that walks through our doors deserves a second chance. Every kennel you pass holds a life that matters. A dog with a story, a dog with feelings, a dog who didn't choose the life they were given. Many of these dogs have been failed before they ever met us. Some were abandoned when they needed their families the most. Some were neglected. Some were abused. Some spent years waiting for someone to love them. Some have been passed from home to home, wondering why no one ever stayed. Others have never known what it feels like to belong to someone. By the time they arrive here, many have learned that people leave, that people hurt them, that people give up. Our job is to make sure we aren't another person who gives up on them. Our job is to show them that kindness still exists, that patience still exists, that love can be safe. Sometimes we may only be a part of their journey for a few days, sometimes for a few months, sometimes much longer. No matter how long they're with us, we want every dog to leave knowing one thing. While they were here, they were loved. Because every gentle word, every clean kennel, every walk, every meal, every bandage changed, every medication given, every game of fetch, every belly rub, Every quiet moment sitting beside a frightened dog, those moments tell them something they've needed to hear for a very long time. You matter. And eventually, because of the care they receive here, they'll find the family they've been waiting for. One day, they'll sleep peacefully on a couch instead of a kennel floor. They'll have toys that belong to them, a yard to run in, a person they'll call their own, and they'll never know how many people worked behind the scenes to make that day possible. But you'll know. You'll know that you were a part of their story. That because you chose to show up, to care, and to believe in them, another life was changed forever. That's why we do this. Not because it's easy, not because it's perfect, but because every dog deserves someone who refuses to give up on them. And here, that's exactly who we choose to be. As we come to the end of this training, we hope you leave with one thing above all else. Rescue is so much more than caring for dogs. It's about changing lives. You won't just be cleaning kennels. You'll be creating a clean, safe place for a dog that's learning to trust again. You won't be just walking dogs. You'll be giving them a break from the stress of the kennel, helping them build confidence, and reminding them that the world can be a good place. You won't just be feeding them. You'll be giving them comfort, consistency, and sometimes the best part of their day. You'll be helping them heal. You won't just be doing laundry, filling water bowls, or picking up after them. You'll be showing them that someone cares enough to meet their every need. You'll be teaching scared dogs that people can be safe. You'll be helping broken hearts heal. You'll be giving frightened animals hope. You'll be helping families find their very best friend. You'll witness incredible transformations. You'll see fear become trust, stress become peace, loneliness become love, and you'll realize that some of the smallest moments, offering a treat, sitting quietly beside a scared dog, celebrating a tiny victory, can have the biggest impact. Some of these dogs will never remember your name, but because of you, because you showed patience, because you chose kindness, because you believed in them when they couldn't believe in people, they'll spend the rest of their lives knowing what love feels like. And somewhere years from now, a family will be laughing as their dog sleeps on the couch, plays in the backyard, greets them at the door, or curls up beside their child. They may never know your name, but their dog's future was possible because people like you chose to care. That's the heart of rescue, and that's why we're here. And now, you're a part of that story too. Welcome to our rescue family. We're so grateful you're here. Together, we'll change lives, one dog, one family, and one second chance at a time. Welcome to Rescue.